welcome back YouTubers to my channel. If you're following me right now, I'm all about talking right now about the mental health awareness series that I want to get back on right now, since I humbly apologize in advance basically about just basically how I've listed out a few parts in that, but then again, you know, we get tied up in our schedule regardless what it is, because I'm trying to find the relevance of certain things that it will be correlated to my channel regardless what it may be, so that hopefully that many of you will be able to understand me more as a person as we get along basically as well when I share my life stories. Basically, if you're following me right now, it's all about basically the intrusive thoughts, the different types. Basically it's going to cover what is intrusive thoughts, how different is the anxiety disorders that many people may face or encounter that, you know, may experience these. This is basically the causes and triggers, as well as everything else that will be step by step in the playlistings under my mental health awareness series. This is just the mental health intrusive thought series. So that's where you're gonna find them, hopefully, of these pieces. And all for the though, basically, guys, as you're aware though, you know, I've been away, and that hopefully, if all goes well after being away for those 2 weeks, even though I humbly apologise again in advance about what I shared about basically, you know, my subtitles that I was promising you all for the ones that may want it on the bottom of the screen, so you can follow me if you're hearing impaired or just people that are, you know, in the deaf community. Basically, I humbly apologise basically, because as you know, as my videos grow and go, I'm trying to hopefully cater for everyone on my channel, just for the people on the autistic community, but everyone outside the autistic community that basically will hopefully have that enjoyment or whatever purpose it may be of the channel to actually go about it. So in all further ado though, guys, before I run out of time, I welcome you newbies, and hopefully some of this will come into play of a better understanding about me, and that you can relate in a way, as well as the oldies, so that we can just come together with no judgment call and whatnot, so that we can just be, you know, together as one and be accepting of everyone, because that's the main aim of my channel, as well as all these other aims and goals for my channel as of present. So, in all further ado, this is how different anxiety disorders may experience through these intrusive thoughts. As we know, as I said before, that many different anxiety disorders may counteract with different ways of this, and in saying so, some of it may differ, some may be similar in a certain extent, one way or another, regardless what it may be. And I feel that, you know, no matter what, that, you know, again, as I said in one of my videos, that our brain, or our, you know, our brain is the powerful tool. It can, you know, distract us, or distract us, or just basically make us rise again, depending on our everyday choices we make. So yeah, it's just based on our everyday choices as well as everything else along the way. So the first part of the anxiety disorder I want to introduce to you all tonight is obsessive compulsive disorder. Just bear in mind, while I'm doing this, some of these disorders that I'm going to share will be in more detail later on, maybe in some of the classic ones that people have been sharing of how it goes about of these intrusive thoughts. So bear with me. So, in the obsessive compulsive disorder, or OCD, however, this is a disorder that is most well known of the most problematic thought processes in our mindset. Obviously, like many mental illnesses, be it depression and that, as we know, it's the wiring of our brain and the chemical imbalances that causes us to basically feel unbalanced and whatnot. But then again, you got to be also remind yourself with this OCD that they're the ones that are considered as obsessions, hence the word obsessive basically in front of it, because the person cannot stop the negative thought patterns regardless what it is that they're, you know, thinking, or just negative feelings towards our traumatic experience versus whatever it may be. These individuals that are encountering these type disorders, however, often will turn to their compulsions, like closing a door 3 times, in an effort to rid themselves of the image. Fears are also intrusive thoughts, however. Those that have a fear of germs may see these germs on everything and ultimately believe that germs are going to cause illnesses and penetrate into the skin. The thought then causes them to wash their hands regularly and excessively, avoiding any dirty substance altogether. The next one along is the Generalized Anxiety Disorder, or GAD. For this one of this disorder, the intrusive thoughts are rarely as graphic as those with OCD, however. Many with generalized anxiety disorders have worries that cannot seem to get rid of and often show themselves at unusual times and unexpected moments of their time. Someone with GHD may suddenly worry about a family member and will not be able to stop worrying until they speak to that person on the phone. Next one is the social phobia. Those with social phobia and those with GAD in some cases, not all, may have problems getting over the mistakes they have felt they've made in the past. Someone with social phobia may constantly flash back to a time that they felt they were embarrassing themselves, and this thought may jump into their minds at the most inopportune or inappropriate moments, causing them significant distress. PTSD is the next one. Like those with social phobia, those with PTSD are also prone to flashbacks, however, in this case though, in their terms of traumatic events, regardless of what they've been through in the past or present. Often those with PTSD relive them any time they come across that will trigger it, whatever it may be. They may also relive the events in dreams, nightmares, and at random times throughout the day. Once the traumatic events come into their mind, they may find it harder to forget it all about it. Panic disorder. Those with panic attacks have very different types of intrusive thoughts. Most often their thoughts are simply about their panic attacks or their just health in general. Some may think about their panic attacks all the time or that they will have one. So others may worry about their health in general or worry about a specific symptom like whether or not they can get a full breath. For those with panic disorders though, however, these thoughts can be so problematic to the point they actually increase the risk of having another panic attack. Basically, that ends the short and brief bit about the how these different anxiety disorders come into effect with these intrusive thoughts. Give me the like for thumbs up for support, showing that you're engaging. Feel free to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, basically. Feel free to private message me on Facebook or Twitter on AspieAnswersAll. Thanks for watching, thanks for the support. Until next time, I'll see you all again soon.